I hope everybody's safe in the eastern part of the United States. Crazy, crazy weather's going on. Mr. Producer, you're looking strong over there. Thank you for setting this all up. We have a wonderful guest tonight here on Craft Roulette. Before I introduce myself, if you are having a blurred vision and you don't think it's your own head, you can go to a little gear on the screen or on your screen and pick HD, because we broadcast in HD, I think. And so you can get that picture better. Anyway, so are you ready? That was just on the top of my list. Hi, I'm Mary Gunn of Mary Gunn Fun, your intrepid hostess of Craft Roulette, and welcome to Craft Roulette 157. We are so glad to be here tonight. It seems like a long time ago that we had 156. It's been a long week, I think, which is weird because time goes fast. Did you like? What is Craft Roulette? I can tell you in a nutshell. It is the ultimate paper crafting card making game show challenge, and we are here almost every Friday evening at 6:10 Central Daylight Time to start the slideshow, and 6:30 where we start the show like this here proper. All right, so did you like the slideshow? Did you like the slideshow? How many cards? 250 cards of outstanding wonderfulness. You did a beautiful, beautiful job this week. Oh my gosh. I thought maybe drop down would be like your, we're going to talk about it again here in just a few minutes, but drop down was a little bit, what's she mean? What do I have to do with that? But you guys, if you ever want to have some little fancy tricky cards, go back and look at that gallery. You can find it on craftroulette.live and look at episode 156, the gallery. There's also process videos there and the achievements, which we are also going to talk about here in a few minutes. I don't think I have any housekeeping or shout outs in particular. Lucky days. This is the last week of March. So the last Friday of March, last day of March. So if we do want to give a big thank you shout out to our spin sponsors this month, let's see who comes up. Karen Burniston, who, bless her heart, helped me work through a pop-up card on the show. You can see when she was on earlier this month. Not too shabby. We always enjoy their new little kit will come out tomorrow. Be watching for that. And who's that last one? Oh, yeah. Sweet Sentiment Stamps, owned by our guest tonight. Partially owned by our guest tonight. So we'll learn more about Sweet Sentiment Stamps. Thank you guys so much for sponsoring our giveaways. We at Craft Roulette are not sponsored by those companies. We depend on the generosity of our patrons. And there's a little thing. If you want to know more about patron support, we do have a level for almost everybody. Unless you just don't have an extra shekel to share, that's fine. Don't do it. But in that case, could you give us a thumbs up at this point and share the show? That would be a perfect way to say, I still like Craft Roulette. I just can't afford any extra money going out of the pockets right now. That would be fine. We really do love to get all those things because we need it. We are in our fourth year. Technically in our fourth year.
Yes.
The deep voice is not me being a ventriloquist and pretending to have a deep voice. That is Mr. Producer. He's over there doing all the tech stuff. He does all the slides and all. He will be talking to us throughout the show off and on. But he mostly just watches your chat and to make sure that everything is running smoothly. Merch. Let me tell you a little bit about my merch. Yes, we even have, I hate this part. We even have a new Whodunit mug in our merchandise. Whodunit is our new fun game that we play on Tuesday nights on In Review, which is the second part of Craft Roulette, featuring you, our card makers. So, yes, Whodunit. I think it's cute. I like it.
And you drew that?
Who did draw that?
I
did. I drew it while I was messaging with Sandy Boone one day, and we were talking about, it was when I was watching Murder, She Wrote, And we were thinking of all these things that you could do with craft games or a craft story about crafting she wrote, murder she crafted. And so we had this whole storyline going on, and I was just drawing along and showing her as we went along. It was really fun. It's a good memory. I like Sandy. Oh, we have a Sandy here tonight. We're going to talk to her in just a second. We do want to thank we only have one new sweet patron this week, and that is Maria B. Thank you so much for joining us, Maria B. We have an awful lot of fun over there on our patron group. We started something new this week. I had a little itch. I just thought, we have this wonderful card exchange, and I've got to get ready for my April birthdays that I'm going to send, birthday cards that I'm going to send out. And so I thought, I know that Janet Flanagan is the one that started the card exchange. It's her birthday in April. I wonder if she would like to pick her own parameters for her own card. So I texted her and she said, oh yeah, that'd be great. So she told me her parameters that she wanted. And then I said, well, now I think it'd be kind of fun if we did a Zoom call and made my card right there on the Zoom call for your birthday. And so we did, and it was so much fun. So we're going to do it again. So on the last Thursday of the month for some fun supporters and up, we're going to have an extra Zoom call, and it's going to be birthday cards. I'll randomly pick somebody's upcoming birthday, and I will ask them to get to choose their own parameters, and I'll make a card for them. It's kind of like a surprise party that is going to happen for you, but at the same time, that's okay. So we do want to welcome from Texas, where I hear there was a good thunderstorm just about an hour ago, the co-owner of Sweet Sentiment Stamps, Sandy Le Doux. Please give her a warm Craft Roulette welcome.
Hello, happy to be here.
Yay! Oh, we've got South America here tonight. We have one viewer in South America. Or at least we have one contributor, and she's been contributing to us forever. So hola, Chris, glad you're here. Sandy, welcome to Craft Roulette. This is your first time on the show.
It is.
That's exciting. I think we have a tradition here about Team Orange and Team Purple, and I got a real strong hunch.
Purple. I'm Team Purple for sure.
What else are you? Tell us a little bit about yourself, please.
I wear many hats at Sweet Sentiment. I'm an artist. I'm a photographer. I'm creative. I color. I'm a colorist. There's lots of things. So I wear many hats. Married. Have 2 kids, are grown and gone. 1 grandbaby, so much fun. That's about how my world rolls.
And then, do you have to have purple every day?
I do have purple every day, right here.
And she got it freshly done for the show too, so she's in good shape. Yep. How many? So you don't have to show us, but do you have purple pants on too?
No, I have purple on my pants, but I have black. I have black shorts on. I have shorts on because it's not cold here.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah,
but you do have a really cute shirt. Can you kind of stand up a little bit? Can you see?
Yes, I do.
Because we want to see that cute little shirt. Sweet Sentiment Stamps. There it is. And you're both purple though. Okay.
And my bestie. Well, we also have a teal. We also have a teal shirt just like this. Because teal is my bestie's color and purple is my color. So we have teal and purple in just about everything.
Yep. And those look really good together too.
They do.
You can go shopping together or be at a conference together and look really good.
Yeah. And we trade,
I'm sorry. What do you think about orange?
I think Jamie loves orange.
We'll have to have her on next.
Orange if it's with purple.
Well, that makes a good combination too. It does.
It does.
Well, we're delighted to have you on the show. We're going to talk more about what kind of cards and things that you like later. And you asked if I had any questions for you. I do have an anonymous question by an anonymous patron.
Okay.
And that question is, I think we'll just get it taken care of right away. Many people say going into business with your best friend is a mistake. What would you say is your favorite and least favorite things about being in business with your bestie? Maybe just your
Well,
favorites.
I did not make any mistakes going into business with my bestie. So we always say she's the yin to my yang. What's good about me, she's got the other half. What's good about her, I got the other half. So we kind of have the opposites and it just works. The things I don't like to do, she likes to do. The things she doesn't like to do, I like to do. And it just works really well for us. Also, I would say if you do want to go into your business with your bestie, you have to make sure that you can talk 100% honest and that you can accept the criticism when it's coming back at you and when you're giving it out. So we do really well at evening that out, taking time, talking, and it just works for us. I've been with her for the whole time she's been in business. I just joined and partnered with her a year ago, but I've been with her for the whole ride. So we got it working out well.
I think I'll tell you who sent that in. Do you think you know who sent that question in?
I don't.
It was Jamie herself.
That's funny.
Yep,
she will always be my bestie.
That's pretty sweet. That's wonderful. But it is that's a big deal to go into business with somebody. So that's cool that it's working out. Mm-hmm. And you spend weeks together.
We do. Sometimes more with each other than with our spouses.
Well, maybe that's the key to a happy marriage. Who knows?
Maybe.
Yeah. Well, we are going to talk more about Sweet Sentiments and all the things that you do around the business and the craft table. But you had a question for me.
I do. What is craft roulette?
Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you asked. I'm glad you're here. Thank you, Chatterboxes. Let's find out what craft roulette is. We'll be right back.
What is craft roulette? Craft Roulette is a live paper crafts challenge show where the goal is to complete a project that has been randomly selected by the spin of a wheel. There are 4 categories we spin for: project, colors, element, and random. Each category has 24 possible options with a combined possibility of 331,776 unique projects. Whoa. We're live every Friday at 6:30 p.m. Central on youtube.com/craftroulette. Please like and subscribe. Each week we bring on a special guest crafter to create along with us and share their unique take on the challenge. You can play too. Complete a unique project of your own using the same 4 parameters set in this episode. You'll have 48 hours to contribute by submitting pictures of your project through the submission form on craftroulette.live. Contributions are featured on marygunfund.com's weekly episode blog and the next episode. Let's recap last week's episode and submissions.
Yep, 156. We had Christine Bertram here, who's always a lot of fun from Stampin' Up, and we had some kind of interesting parameters. I know when we got the drop down, Christine's face was kind of a drop down, and then what else did we get? I don't even remember, but it was a great inspirational set of parameters. I like to tell people that even though we have the 331,776 combinations, all of those combinations are quite doable. It's a surprise, and sometimes it might take you a few minutes to figure out how they're going to be doable, but they are absolutely doable. Last week we did have 253 contributions. That's bringing us up to 13,785 total contributions over the 3 years that we've been here. Alan's right. Bouquet was one of the parameters, and it was a goodie. We had lots of inspiration, or a lot of little interpretations even on Bouquet, including Oscar the Grouch with his bouquet in his trash can. So look at all those pins. We're so glad that you all joined us. That was my card. I had a little drop down. It came down on a string, a little bouquet, and that was my pattern paper inspiration back there. And 3 layers, it was a given, right? Yes, Oscar was a genius move, wasn't it, Lauren? You are so right. Anyway, that was my card. I had a lot of fun making it, spending a little time with Miss Christine. I always do. Her card was super pretty, and I like just right out of the gate. My card was so much different than hers. She always uses a lot of ribbon. I never use ribbon, and she made a shaker because that was the parts, the little bits falling, or the drop down. Smart. We just had a lot of fun talking about the possibilities of the parameters last week, and then you guys took over and sent in lots of gorgeous cards. Thank you so much for spending time with us. We do like to celebrate some of those achievements that you... Yes! Let's bring in Miss Sandy so she can join us for the achievement board. There she is. Oh, I like how you have us separated. I don't look like I'm just running into her all the time like I did before. So, that's good. Welcome back, Sandy. We're going to talk about the achievements. We're going to welcome our first timers. We're going to talk about our major milestone achievers, which are 20, 25, 50, 75, 100, etc. We're going to talk about our leading ladies. We have a couple new people to congratulate and welcome to new Club 52. And we even have some new mug clubbers. So, a mug clubber is somebody who has sent in 100 cards. We have a bunch. We're like at 20 people that have done that. So we're just doing great. It's amazing. So let's welcome our first timers. This is on a timer, so I can't dolly.
Nope,
Dilly-dally. Welcome first timers. Hey, Hannah Gale from Georgia. Janie Bradley from Kentucky. I hope you're not getting hit. Janet from Wisconsin. Look at all those pretty bouquets. Lisa from Texas. Lots of cool inspiration. Susan from Illinois. One of those little slider things. Linda from North Carolina. Beth from Minnesota. Some bits. Doug from Montana. Welcome, everybody. Dreama from West Virginia. That looks like my backyard, kinda. Jamette from Montana. Fun how it drops down. And for our major milestone achiever, Greg Hiltbrand with 25. Tammy Williams with her 50th, her golden milestone. Ann Schmidt, also with 50. Crystal Wyckoff, congratulations on your golden milestone. Well done. Lou Ann Johnson is now a mug clubber. Awesome. As is Rose Duberstein. She said she went rogue on that. And is Catherine Taylor in Washington. Woohoo! Smurf Murphy is our leading lady with number 6 with 117 cards. Jackie Muller, her twin, is with 117 in Australia. Kathy Herring has sent in 121. 5K now 6K Lamone has sent in 123 cards. Well done. And Ellen Card Monkey Jarvis has sent in 134 consecutive cards. And Patty Beck, with confetti, has sent in 151 consecutive cards. Welcome to Club 52, Ashley Young and Meg Garant. So cool, you guys. That's a lot of cards just in that few little achievement board. Oh my God, 300 just with mug clubbers. What do you think of all those girls and boys sending in that many cards, Miss Sandy?
I think that's amazing.
There is like no reason to ever get lose your mojo when you've got that kind of inspiration around on our galleries, I don't think.
Definitely not.
No, and 156 parameter sets, so you can always go back and go, I'm going to make a card from episode 75 and go, okay, that's my little challenge to myself. I mean, it's just wonderful.
Stretch your brain.
That's right. And that's why we wear stretchy pants.
Just one more thing.
Oh.
If you are watching the show and it is blurry, on the screen or on your phone, there should be a little gear that should let you set the quality to HD. And if you don't have good enough connection, you can lower it back down. So for those of you that are saying the show is blurry, we're broadcasting in HD. So
there you go. There you go. There's your tech tip of the night. Follow us for more tech tips. Not really, but we do know Mr. Producer knows an awful lot about things. Goodness gracious. So, alrighty. Well, we'll let him take care of that. Because you know what we need to do, Miss Sandy?
What do we need to do?
We need to start talking parameters for this show.
Yay!
So let's
I'm
bring
excited.
on. There's us. Oh, there we are. That's not the parameter board. But we can get it. We know where it is. There it is. We are going to spin for project, colors, element, and random. But first, this is the part, if you are a new viewer, you're probably your eyes are gonna freeze over and you go, what are they talking about? What are they talking? They're crazy. I don't understand anything they're talking about. So just hang on. Hang tight. We're going to talk about every one of these little aspects of the show here on the wheel. So just be patient with me. We are going to get the vetoes going, and we're going to find out what Sandy wants for her perfect card tonight. Our patrons, who I said earlier are the people that support us, get to choose some vetoes. That means that Mr. Wheel cannot make us use those parameters this week. You can still use them if you think you can fit them into the parameters that we do get. But Mr. Wheel cannot be bossy with this one. And the patrons said they don't want to be tied up to a table with a first grader. So for colors, they said number 13, please veto first grader. There you go. For element, they said, please veto number 9, table. And for random, they said, veto number 21, tide. When I saw that and went, they don't want to be tied up with on the table with a first grader? That's actually one of the smartest things I've ever heard. And I realized our patrons are brilliant, once again. Now, we give you a chance to decide whether you would like a veto or not, Miss Sandy.
I think I will take a veto.
Okay.
I would like to veto number 10 under element, dates.
Nobody's loving the dates around here either. They're getting some red marks on my spreadsheet. They're just dates. It's a little bit funny. I know when we get it, we're going to figure it out, and it's going to be great. But if you don't want it, it's just fine. But what would you like if you were a betting girl and you put your chips on the table and told us what parameters you wish to have?
So for project, I would like it to be number 7, your card choice.
That's a good one. Makes sense.
It is a good one. And
how
for
can you use purple?
Yeah, huh?
How can you use purple? Which one of those color parameters?
So happy colors, number 5.
Yep, you could use all the purple you'd want.
Yep.
And
That's
for
the
element?
one I would. And then for element, I would like to have transportation.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
Transportation, number 22.
Like and nobody wants that one? Except you?
I know.
So, okay, well, if you get your way, you guys start thinking unicycles and all motorcycles and walking and all the different things so that you can transport yourself. That's a wild one, Miss Sandy. I think we're in for a crazy night. And your element, which one would you like?
And now I'm going to go pretty random as well.
I mean, random.
With number 9, masking.
Masking away, masking the purple car. Yep, I think. Well, you would probably have a teal car, Jamie. Sweet sentiment. She's saying a purple car. You probably would make your car purple, wouldn't you?
Yeah, she might.
Well, then let's see if you get your way with Mr. Wheel tonight. Let's give him a warm up. Lisa Taylor likes your choices. Sire says they're fun. And Jamie does want a teal card. 4, project. Will Sandy get the card of her choice, or will she have to do something a little bit weird? Number 8, an easel card. Okie doke. It was close. It was
one
close
off.
to your
I
card.
was so close.
And for colors, may the wheel be with you. Thank you, Lauren. Indeed, yes. You know that feeling, don't you? Oh, man, one off again. Cornucopia. Right next to happy colors. Okay, so if we're going to stay in form here, we're either going to get children's story, which I know you don't want, or hats and caps. Let's see if Wheel is on point here. Nope. Rhymes with ache.
Oh, that's okay too.
Everybody's favorite. And random. There's a lot of words that rhyme with ache.
Yes, there are.
And number 17, gold. All right. Those aren't bad. Those aren't bad at all.
Oh. No, those should be fairly good for everybody.
Let's talk about each one. An easel card is a card that, well, there's 2 different ways to talk about it. Let's think. I need to talk about this part first. So this is an art project. We don't tell you what to do. We don't tell you what to use. We just ask that you include those 4 parameters with your interpretation. And if it's real, like, kind of not obvious, could you tell us in the description what the heck you're talking about so we don't go, now this card doesn't make any sense. It doesn't fit the parameters. So anyway, it is your art project. There are 2 different, or there's a spectrum in art. There is the very literal translation of the spectrum end, and then you can stretch it clear over here, and you can have your cubists and your crazy modern art kind of stuff. And there's all the places in between. So you can have some real traditional cards, but there's room for all sorts of art in our galleries. As you can see in our galleries, it's just a ton of fun to see what you guys all come up with as what you want. And that is the fun of Craft Roulette, part of it at least. So, okay, so let's see. Check. Easel card. For instance, an easel card could have an easel on it. Oh, hello, I heard that one. You came on through. And I think he's working on his voice. Do you need that? Do you need to talk a second?
Is this good now? Checking.
Okay. I couldn't see my parameters, so you had your whatever that thing is. Anyway, so an easel card can have an easel on it, or it can be one of those cards that you pop up and it sits on a little stopper, and we will show you a sample of that. Do you know what an easel card is?
I do.
Okay. I think I've got a sample here, but I will be making one anyway, a traditional easel. But let me see, because I hate to make people worry about, I don't know what it is. I don't know. We will figure it out. I may not. You may have to just watch me make one. I guess put them all away. It can be any size. Do you usually do A2 kind of easels, or have you ever done a slimline or a square one?
I usually do A2.
I know there's some real cool twists and things that you can do, and you can do diagonals, and people do some pretty fun ones, but it's so cool because you can have like a little place that just sits right up, and you can have your focal point kind of special like. So I think easel cards are great. The colors are cornucopia. What a cornucopia is like what I think it is is like a basket that we often see at Thanksgiving in the United States with all sorts of fruits and vegetables in it. So you can put your purple plums in there just fine, and purple grapes. You can do that all day long. And you can also use you can have like the basket colors and the green leaves and pumpkin color, orange. That's a lovely idea.
Orange and purple.
And some yellow. I don't know if we have any kind of blue in cornucopias too much. Maybe a bluish purple. Blue violet, but if you think of something that can go in one that's blue, go for it. But pretty much just I think of fruit and vegetable colors with the basket. Anything else that I'm missing, or how do you interpret that any differently?
I see it the same.
Okay.
I think of Thanksgiving. So I think
Me
of
too.
harvest colors. So
Food. I think of food. Fresh food. Rhymes with ache. Okay. So, the bake, take, make. I started to play a new game, by the way, a new word game called Waffle. It comes out in the evening. It's kind of like Wordle, except it's called Waffle, and it's really fun. But that's not what we're doing tonight. I'll do that later. But rhymes with ache, and waffle doesn't rhyme with ache. But I could bake waffle. So anyway, snowflake. Now you're thinking, Rachel. A fake plant. Oh, that's a good idea. Let me see. What else are you guys? Steak? Allie, that sounds good.
Steak.
A fake snake. Okay, so there's more than I thought there would be for rhymes with ache. I was kind of thinking small. Sake doesn't rhyme with ache, but it is spelled like it is. But it doesn't really rhyme with it when you say it. Lake, break, cake, shake, lake, snowflake. Yep, Christina, you can do a Christmas card. You got it made. Drake is a mistake. You shake and use a wobble. That's a great idea. Yep, mistake. I've made a few of those. Beefcake. As a matter of fact, mistake, for our Monday tutorials on our patron blog in April, I'm going to be remaking 4 of my worst Craft Roulette cards. Because some of them have been real dogs, and I need to be vindicated. So I'm going to be making 4 of my remaking those. Ache, there you go. Ache, my heart aches. Okay, I think we got that one pretty figured out. Is there something? Can you figure out transportation that rhymes with ache?
Well, I saw somebody said brake. Like your vehicle has to brake.
And your ache doesn't have to be the main thing. It can be part of the thing. So you can still have your car, but just have something to do with rhymes with ache.
Right.
You could put your car by a lake.
That's true.
Yeah. Yeah. How much of this can we take?
Right?
So that's something to keep in mind too, that you don't have to have it the main to do. You can have it kind of just sneaky put it in there so that we know it's there. But you do need to include all 4. And then random gold. Do you use gold splatters, or do you like gold gems, or what is your gold go-to?
I'll be honest. I am not a gold person at all.
I see silver on your, I see silver, your necklace.
Love silver. I do not do gold very often, but I do have some, so it's not going to be a problem. But
a good crafter would have what they don't like, even though they don't love it. They have it anyway. I
have paper, shimmer paper. I have enamel dots that have gold and shimmer in them, so I think I'm good on that.
Okay. All right. And somebody said a gold pen, so that's a good idea too.
Yeah.
We're getting some poetry in there. Okay.
I do have a gold pen.
I'm looking for some haikus that rhyme with ache. Even though don't, because haikus don't always rhyme. But it would be kind of cool if you did. It'd be the Craft Roulette haiku. All right,
I love
all right.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're gonna have fun with it. Great, that kind of rhymes.
I do too.
All right. Well, while we get our things, enjoy this little message from my other show, In Review. Let's do it. Does card making ever wear you out? Are you just having one of those days? You ever say to yourself, I wish there were more Craft Roulette on each week? Well, have we got good news for you? In Review is like part 2 of Craft Roulette, which features you, our card contributors. It'll be easy to find because it airs here on our Craft Roulette YouTube channel. We go live almost every Tuesday evening at 6:30 p.m. Central, and we do a number of fun things during the show, including Mail Call, where I share some of the nice cards and goodies people send us. Our Card Showcase, where we take a longer look at some of the contributions sent in from the most recent episode. And our Who Done It Mystery Game, where I recreate a card from the most recent episode's gallery, live on air. Everyone in the live chat gets to try and figure out which card I'm recreating. So, if you want more of what we do on Craft Roulette, you'll love our show, In Review. The Whodunit Mystery Game is just a game, and we do not actually solve mysteries, but we do actually solve mysteries. The show is supposed to be on Tuesdays, but we reserve the right to reschedule as necessary. Mary will not always know what she is doing, especially with buttons and or math. Stretchy pants and snacks are not required, but advisable. Please bring a friend. Too much fun for one person included. Here was Cool Mary once again. You just never know when she's going to show up. Actually, you do know when she's going to show up. She's going to show up right here and tell you about In Review. We do have a lot of fun over on In Review, and the Whodunit game is where we play Whodunit. And it's fun. You guys get to try to figure out which card I'm recreating. And it's a small little group. It's really fun, though. We have a good time. You like my headband, Jay? Yes. Well, it was. You know what it was? It was a ribbon that I got from like a blanket that I bought at Sam's. It was down on my sewing table because I thought, well, this is too good a ribbon. But I didn't know it was going to make me Cool Mary instantly. So that's okay, though. I'm ready to be Cool Mary at any time. Jake from State Farm. Oh, my goodness. Makira. Steak tomatoes. A male duck is a drake. Yes, it is, Jay. You are absolutely right. So you could have ducks. This is going to be fun, you guys. Cupcake. Yep. Steak, a vampire. Oh, my. That is, you guys are working it. You're good poets. That's what you are. All right. So a basic easel card. This is a top folding A2 easel card. And I just folded the top in half. And then I'm going to put something right here on the front, and then a little stopper so that it will hold itself up. So that won't be hard. That won't be hard at all. Now, what do I want to do? So here are some thoughts. So we have this lovely lady who has baked a cake. And maybe I was thinking, she looks kind of retro, and maybe I could make her with this car that is transportation. So I thought that might make Sandy happy. And then I can mask because Sandy wanted it to be masked too, and I can do that even though it was vetoed. So, or no, that wasn't vetoed. She just wanted it. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this little card, or this little card. There we go. You know, if you ever wonder about if you have a stamp and you go, well, I don't know if I'll ever use it again. If you don't see them being made again, I always keep those, the ones that are kind of odd. That like this. I just love it because it's just the same. So it's just like, no, I've never seen anything like it since. There could be there. They could be out there, but I don't know. So anyway, that's my word of advice. Yep, I'm going to have this nice little lady handing somebody a cake that she just baked. Oops. And now I have to think how I'm going to put it together. Do I want to color her? Okay, so Sandy is an excellent colorist. Not my jam. So I don't want to get too into those weeds. But I think I can do something. I think I'll just start with this. Nope, I don't want that. And so this will be like so, but that's really bigger than I want. Way bigger than I want. She's ready. Well, let's bring her back in. Well, look at there. She has some sweet sentiment stamps. Imagine that.
I do.
What's on your mind?
So this is a lake. She's fishing in the lake.
And
so
that's perfect.
I'm going to use her.
That's perfect. How smart.
And then I'm going to use the Gone Fishing to help me easel the card.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, you're well on your way. Was that hard to figure out what to do? See, you've already done the hard part, which is the deciding part.
Yes, that was not hard.
Perfect. I'm glad to hear it.
Mixing the gold in, that might be the challenging part. But I found this gold paper.
Oh, a little mat or something.
Yeah, so I'll just use the gold paper in there a little bit.
Yeah, that should work. I'm just trying to figure out if... Did you see? I was going to use a car.
A car? Yes, I did.
Yeah.
I got a little excited about that. I'm not going to lie. I was really wanted to use these cars I have, but I decided to go with the lake.
I like your lake.
I like it too. It's perfect. We will get to do a little coloring.
I'm just trying to figure out how to put these colors together, though. Maybe she can pop up on the inside. Boop. Hi, I baked you a cake. And she can be on the top. And then if I mess her up, I can start over again without having to worry too much about the whole thing. Okay, we'll try that.
What? Start over again?
Yep. When push comes to shove.
It's just paper.
That's right. And so I'm trying to minimize my damage here. We'll put the little car here. What was Ellen's clever idea? I'm looking up. Easel card cornucopia for colors rhymes with ache. Oh, nope. Okay, wait. That was just the parameters. Oh, have the fisherman catching a goldfish.
Haha.
Oh,
That is
mercy, mon
creative.
ami. Mercy, mon ami. That is quite the idea.
That is amazing.
It's freaking amazing.
We got some smart cookies on here for sure.
Oh, with golden ideas.
Yes, they're rocking it. That doesn't surprise me.
I understand what you mean. I do. Okay, let's see if this works. Pop up from the inside. Blink. Oops, she's a little. But we'll just make her a little. Let's see. Let's see what happens.
This is the easy part. Getting to the easel, that's going to be the challenge.
Smurf, I love this card too. I've used it mucho many times. Let's see. So I'm going to choose some green, some orange. Better put in a little plum color. Corn yellow. I want something else. Some red. Is there any pink food in cornucopias?
Pink.
Yeah.
There could be a pink ribbon on the cornucopia basket.
Yeah, I want to. I'll stick with a little more tradition so that we don't get a bunch of pink. But yeah, you could. You could if you were so inclined. I think that's probably going to be okay. We'll see. We'll see. All right. So you're well on your way here, right?
I am.
Good. Good.
I have my idea. That's the tough part.
I know, but with a little pressure, it's not too hard.
Nope, it came right to me.
Right. There's nothing like a little pressure from. Okay, we'll be right back with Sandy. I wonder what that is on her. The slip showing? I still have slips. I will probably never wear them again. But I keep thinking, holy smokes, I don't ever want to buy a slip.
I don't really wear dresses.
A slip is something that you wear under dresses.
Yeah. And now that I don't work in an office, I don't put a dress on very often.
I do have one. I have a dress. And I have a skirt. That's not much, though.
Doesn't constitute a bunch of slips, that's for sure.
But you have to add all the different sizes. You had to have a full length one, and you had to have a short one. And remember, ma'am, your slip is showing?
Yes.
Such a thing. Always check the mirror to make sure your slip wasn't showing. Good.
And never failed every time. When I got married, I was wearing a slip, and after the wedding, it was showing in every single picture. Every single one of them.
Oh, it's incredible.
I was like, wow, nobody bothered to say, hey, your slip's hanging out. All your pictures are going to be messed up with your slip hanging out.
Where was your photographer?
Right?
You wouldn't do that.
No.
You'd tell your poor person.
It's snowing down south.
That's right. That's right. Oh, Mr. Producer's mic isn't going to work tonight, so if you need to hear from him, I'll pretend to be him.
Right? He's challenged.
Yeah.
Well, at least he's finally challenged with something because we're challenged with the rest.
That's you got a point there. Little teeny tiny pearls on her. I think she'd wear them. Looking pretty fine. Mighty fine there, young lady. Okay, so if you like to watch somebody color, you're in for a treat because Sandy is an excellent colorist.
Thank you.
And as a matter of fact, patron Amanda Stevens has a question for you about coloring. She says, Sandy, you are my go-to Copic guru. Can you share a few quick tips for maintenance and your favorite purple blend, please?
Yes. Maintenance. If your markers are dirty inside, clean them out.
Oh.
It's bad for the nibs of the markers for them to have jelly stuff inside of them.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
And they're replaceable and refillable, so don't throw them away.
Well, that's good too.
Yes.
Because if you didn't know that, that would be expensive.
Yes, very expensive. And my favorite color combination, of course, is purple with these markers. There you go. I put them on the screen. V09, V17, V06, V15, and V12. Those are my favorites, but they don't really fit with the cornucopia, so I won't be using them tonight. But they are my favorites.
Good. So have you ever had to replace them? Like you use them enough that you have to replace them? Or
well, I've had my markers for a little over 15 years.
Oh my.
And I've probably only actually replaced markers about 20 to 25 of them. And there's 358 of them. So not too bad.
Have you tried the new ones like the Olos and?
I'm a Copic girl.
Okay. Oh my gosh! I didn't look up fast enough. It was just going down. What it says? You are. Do they pay you for that? That's amazing.
No.
They should.
Jamie has a matching one in teal, but hers is on the back of her arm. But we got them together in Idaho.
Oh my gosh. That's remarkable.
Yeah.
I was out with some girlfriends a year or so ago, and I said, hey, Frances and Eileen, you want to go get a tattoo? And Frances, mostly just as a joke, because I wouldn't, because of this very next thing that we decided, Frances said, you mean the 1 dot tattoo? Because I would get 1 dot and I would be done. So it was like, yep, we could. So, and we thought about, wow, that'd be a great slogan or a great group or something. The 1 dot tattoo club. Because we wouldn't.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of tattoos, but I'm super proud of that one.
Yeah, well, that's your slogan
It's my thing.
Your name, your handle, yeah.
Yes. So a friend of mine, she gave me that handle many, many, many years ago, like before Copics were a really big thing. And she passed away, so I kept it in her memory, and then that's why I added it to mine on my tattoo.
Oh, that's very sweet. Well, maybe if Frances goes before I go, I'll get that 1 dot.
That 1 dot.
1 dot.
So I'm starting off with some yellowy orange for my...
Always a good choice.
For my cornucopia colors.
Well, she's going to be okay on there. She's going to fit okay. Good question, Miss Amanda.
And you have a girl in yours too with yellow and red and orange.
Yes, she is my little baker. She baked a cake.
She's a baker and a homemaker.
That's right. I just got that blue, but I don't think I want to use blue because I don't think that's a good cornucopia color. Yellow, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, I caught myself before Deputy Heidi. That was a close one.
I like the milkshake one. I have a stamp set that I could have used for milkshake too.
Oh,
and
yeah.
cake.
Well, you can make as many cards as you want as a patron. You can always add them to the bonus gallery.
Yep.
Because you do get kind of, they can worm right into your head, all these parameters.
Yes. I got lucky. This was not too bad of a parameter. It was not bad at all.
No. They're all doable.
Like I was so
Truly,
worried,
truly are.
and it was not bad at all.
Good. Glad to hear it.
I already have the creations going on in my head.
See, you're a natural. It's not hard. It's fun.
I might have a bunch of markers laying beside my desk though when I get done.
Well, I would feel like we'd been cheated if you didn't.
I'm like, I don't have time to put them away. They're just gonna sit there.
No, this isn't a create and clean session. This is just create session. You're right.
Okay.
You know, sometimes, here's another thought on gold. Because you can have a golden yellow.
Yes.
And you could have a golden yellow sun.
That is true.
Pretty sure, at least.
That's very true.
Okay, so here's the gig here. That little guy's going to go here. She's going to come down here. And then when it is opened up, she's going to pop up. And say, hey, you forgot your cake, honey. He's going to be already zoomed off.
And this little girl, she's trying to catch the fish for Thanksgiving in her cornucopia outfit.
Does she have a name?
This is Jamie.
Oh, it really? Okay.
Look, it looks like her. Can you tell?
I've barely seen Jamie. I haven't really gotten to...
Here it is colored.
Aha. So you guys pose for your own stamp sets? I like it.
The artist that we have, other than me, there's two of us. Christy, she does the little people, and she just tends to resemble the two of us on the planner sets. And they turn out so cute. We just can't say no.
Well, I don't know why you'd want to. I think you're right. Well, I think my detective kind of looks like me for the whodunit mug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The whodunit.
The whodunit mug for the detective in you.
You know that game, I've watched that a couple of times, but I'm going to tell you, those people are fast at figuring out which card. I can't even find the gallery before they've already found what card you're doing.
They're super serious, aren't they?
They are.
They are. They're
really good at it for sure.
They are just little go-getters. Lou Ann Johnson, I just decided to call her Quick Draw because she finds them so fast. There's no reason
that's cool.
Yeah, we can even make that go like that a little bit. She's funny. All right, all right, all right. Let's see, what else do we have for fun?
Okay,
Got
we're going to
that.
put a
Don't lose
little
that.
bit
Don't
of
lose
purple.
that. I
But it
hope
has to be
so.
eggplant. It has to be kind of an eggplant purple because that's what
I
I
think
think
that
of.
would be good. Yeah. Of in the theme of things.
Yep.
So you didn't know that was Jamie that asked that question, huh?
No, you said don't look, so I didn't look at the questions. I
Well,
followed
actually,
directions.
she didn't put it in that thread. She messaged
Oh,
it
she
to me.
didn't?
Yeah.
Oh.
She was afraid that you would see it.
Oh, no, I followed my instructions.
You're a good girl. Well,
Don't read this.
Jen Gross asked something about your drawings. So she says, when you create a stamp image, do you hand draw with a certain medium or do you use a computer program to draw? She's kind of curious about your creative process.
That's okay. I don't mind. I actually hand draw them on my iPad. So the iPad with the pencil. So I just draw the art in there. And then I turn it into a digital image and then send it to Jamie. So
Gotcha.
I do not use any specific programs to help me along with my drawing. I do it all freehand. I just have transitioned to doing it on the iPad so I don't have to do it, hand draw it, then put it on the iPad, then trace it, then, so I cut that step out by learning how to draw directly on the iPad.
Yeah. But it's fun, isn't it?
It is. It's super fun.
I
like it when it's days where I'm just strictly drawing. It can be frustrating too, though, if you're trying to get it to be one thing and it isn't coming out the way you want. That's a little frustrating.
I have taken to Procreate quite. I love it. I just love it. There's some kitties I did. They were so cute.
Yes, I like Procreate as well.
Yeah, it's good times.
Mm-hmm.
Sunday afternoons, you can find me with my iPad and Procreate, being happy.
Yep.
Pretty soon I'll be on the porch doing it. It's going to be wonderful.
Yes, because the weather's going to be nice.
I am going to use black instead of white on the base.
I got me a goldfish and pole.
That is probably won it at a fishing derby, don't you suppose?
Uh-huh.
Like an award.
Yep, she's the fishing winner.
There's my gold.
Catching all the fish.
Don't need that one anymore. And then I'll put a sentiment there. We'll be good. Now, I did get a few little presents from Sweet Sentiments. I will share them with you. I got a little card stand, and it says Team Purple.
There you go.
And I got a little glue stand, and this must be Jamie's favorite. It says Team Teal. Yep.
Yes.
And I also got a little press for the stamp positioner thing, and it's Team Orange.
It's the espresso. We call that the espresso.
Oh, that's okay. Because it looks like a cup.
Yes, because it looks like coffee.
Oh, for Pete's sake. I hadn't even noticed that. And it's got a little cozy around it so I don't burn my hand because I'm pushing so hard.
Right?
That is adorable.
Yeah. You can use it as a bone folder as well. So.
Aha.
So I always have mine sitting right here on my desk, handy.
Well, it's a lot You can see it a lot easier than a bone folder. Those bone folders sometimes, just like that, just flat out like that.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Good.
Yeah.
That's real good.
Super handy.
I need. See, so there's the easel, and so you just open it up, and then I'll put a stopper here, but I'm going to put something on here.
Yep. I think our great minds were thinking alike. That's about how mine's going to go as well.
Yeah. Easel is an easel. I mean,
Yeah.
but it's a good card. I love it. Cordelia Alderman asks, what would you say is the most challenging aspect of running your own craft business? Ooh. There's got to be things.
Crafting for work instead of for fun.
Yeah.
You want to just craft for fun, but then you have all the responsibilities, so that sometimes doesn't get to happen as often as you would like.
Right.
It's still fun because, I love every aspect of crafting, but sometimes we just want to sit down and color,
Yeah. Yeah.
We also start noticing we only get to color our own images because by the time we get done with them, we don't have time for the other ones, which is sometimes sad.
Right. My daughter, who's also a professional photographer, once figured out that she mostly spends about 4% of her time actually taking photographs that aren't for that kind of thing.
Exactly.
Very small amount of time. Because you have all the admin and all those things.
Yep.
But it's just part of the deal. It's a job, right?
It is quite a job. Let's see.
All right. I know you're not complaining.
No, not at all. All right. I had chosen some colors, and now I need to go back and choose some different ones because they're not really cornucopia. So,
hey, Sandy, we're getting a request for you to show your color stand, and I'm not sure I think we're seeing it right there. Oh, okay. Oh, that's your color stand? So you don't lose those little suckers in a pile of paper?
Yes, so you know what order you're working on, and then when we do lives, we put the colors in there so people can see what color we're using so they can follow along.
That's Jim Dandy.
Yeah.
Could you make one of those kind of things for all the things on a desk?
We make a lot of them, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
that's
we sure
great.
do. We have all the little ones to hold your bling.
Okay. Oh, yes, you do. That's cute.
Honey bowls. Yeah, we have lots of little things like that. Lots of nifty little things like that in the shop. Oh, this is going to look better with the gold if I add these other colors. I'm glad I'm switching it up a bit.
The gold is important tonight. So I'm glad that somebody asked for that.
Even my paper is called pumpkin. How about that?
Very appropriate. Very color appropriate paper name.
Yep.
Kind of hard. It's not. These colors are fine for spring. We're just getting into spring here, and it's.
Yeah.
I don't mind fall colors in the spring. Yeah. Oopsie. Nope. Bring it back. back. And I'll make it.
All right. So now I have to cut my cardstock the right way, which might be challenging.
Why? Why will you're not going to be stumped by some cardstock cutting? I don't think
No,
so.
I have to remember how to. I haven't done it in a while. I think I will use green.
Make that a little stronger there. These are good questions, I think. I've got a couple more too, but
Awesome.
we'll just let you get some cutting done. If you're having to concentrate, I don't want to throw you off. Sometimes when you are doing something like that, you need to think it through. Well, Linda Blackman, they're not hard to make. I think they're pretty fun. Little easel cards. I hope you will try it.
Let's just hope I don't mess it up.
I don't think you will. I believe.
But then again, it's just paper, so we have
Oh,
more.
there you go.
If we just have more paper.
As long as we have paper, we're happy.
That's right.
So we often find out about people and their history of crafting. When you were a kid or something, did you love paper, or what drew you to stamps and whatnot?
So when I was little, my dad, I used to draw all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And so my dad used to bring home these magazines, like I think they were Reader's Digest, but I'm not 100% sure. And they would have this little section on the side of it that said, color this and submit for a art, whatever, like an art degree or something like that. And he would bring them home, and then I would draw them big, small, medium, all different ways, because I just loved drawing. And he used to tell me, even when I was like 6 or 7, you should go to art school. You should be an artist. And I was afraid. So I would draw them. We never submitted them because I was too little to submit them. But he would always say, make this for me or make that for me. So he always supported me that whole time when I was little, and always wanted me to do more, color more. So I loved drawing, but I hated the way my drawing looked after I colored it, because I was coloring it with markers that didn't blend, and it kind of made me not happy. So I just let it go for a while. And then as I got older and I started finding the right medium, then I got really happy.
Oh, that's cool, though. That's really cool. And I think I even have a question about that. I do. From Mrs. Birthday Bob Sadler, Roberta. She asks, how long have you been coloring, and what was your first coloring medium that you used?
Crayons.
Boy, talk about your segues. That's pretty good. Crayons, yeah.
So I've been coloring. But if she's talking specifically about about coloring, like with
Probably.
the professional coloring stuff, I started about 16 years ago, coloring with Copic markers. And what got me into it was I used to go to these scrapbooking meetups with some friends of mine, and the lady that was there would say, hey, I have these really cool markers. You should try them out. And she showed them to me, and I said, how much does one of those cost? She told me, and I said, yeah, I don't even want to touch them, let alone try them. So it took me a couple of years of her saying, I bet you'd be really good at this. I bet you'd be really good at this, before I actually said, okay, I'll try it. And then I was hooked. That was it for me. That's all I wanted to do, was get the full collection so I could do all the things with it. And so I was addicted after that for sure. The funny part of that story is I used to buy all the markers one at a time or
Yeah.
find sales and discounts and whatever I could do to be able to buy the markers. And my husband, the first time I had the whole set and somebody asked me, "Oh, those are really cool. How much do they cost?" And I said, "Oh, well, if you get them at the store, they're about $8.99 a piece." And my husband was like, "What?" And I said, "Oh, no, I didn't pay that." But yeah, so Copic markers were my jam from the very beginning.
Did you ever use like the dye-based ink markers at all? Was that part of your frustrations?
Yeah, no, I never really did. I steered away after, drawing and not being able to get it to come up the way that I wanted it to look, and being just unhappy with the blending, that I just kind of gave up on coloring, and I did more of Stampin' Up stamping, where I would buy only stamps that you did not color. Isn't that crazy?
That just I'm glad you decided to try it again. What else do you
Right?
want to try that you haven't tried?
I have these Karen watercolor markers, and I really want to learn how to use them. I don't currently know how to watercolor. I'm not very good at it. I have tried a few times, but
They look good though, don't they? I know.
they're beautiful. I want to learn how to do that.
I have looked at those too. I haven't ever bought any, but
I like them. They're
they
gorgeous.
sure are tempting. Yeah.
Yes, they are for sure.
Where am I getting this red? Just got red on this too. I have it on this. Now I have it on this. I don't know where it's coming from. Oh, there it is.
Yep. So I do love to color, though.
Do you just relax and kind of get in the zone?
Yes, and a lot of times, like, I will color while I'm watching TV or while I'm doing other things. So sometimes when my husband says, "Oh, we've already seen that movie," I'm like, "Well, I've never seen it." And he's like, "Yes, you have. We watched it, and well, I don't remember it because I wasn't looking at the
You
TV.
weren't watching. Yeah.
I
I can watch the same movie several times because I don't look. Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I'm always crafting, always crafting.
That's marvelous.
So
how's your easel card coming along?
It
Do
is
you
coming
remember?
along. I'm cutting my papers now to try
Okay.
to put together my card.
Is it good? Is it coming together all right and you remembering?
I'm
Where's
hoping
that
I
red
get it
again?
right. We'll find out soon enough.
Okay. I bet you will. Somebody said I should put "I break for cake." And I think that was a pretty good idea. So I'm using
That is
it.
good.
I'm using it. But I got more red on my paper. Oh, blah, 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 blah. And
I'm
it just
doing
may
some-
stay there. It just may stay there.
I'm doing some serious layering on this.
Do I want to I wonder what that it's just paper. I think I'll use some gold and see how it looks. You are doing some serious layering.
I know, I thought it would be kind of neat because that way when the easel stands up, it'll hold firm.
Right.
I don't want it to be flimsy and fall over.
No, there's nothing worse than a flopping easel.
No, there is not.
So, do you send cards or do you hoard cards?
Well,
Always
if
been.
you saw my craft room, you'd probably say I hoard cards. But if you ask Jamie, I send more cards than anyone she knows. I send birthday cards all the time for all families and friends. I give them as gifts card packets for the year at Christmas time.
Oh,
So I do a
that's
lot
cool.
of card giveaways, but I make them like a crazy person. I have a ton. I always have like 150 cards on hand all the time.
Uh-huh.
Even though I give them away like crazy and mail them out like crazy, I still have a ton of cards. I just
Wonderful.
I can't help myself. I just keep making them and making them.
Have you ever done anything on a larger scale? Paintings or not watercolor, you've said, but have you ever tried
Well,
anything larger?
I've
Weaving
done
looms?
I've done 8x10. I recently did an 8x10 scene uh, that my brother sent me a meme of a Star Wars situation that he image that he really wanted, but he couldn't find it like at the store or in a poster in a picture. So I recreated it by sketching out the meme in 8x10 and then made it for him for Christmas
That's
and
sweet.
colored the whole thing with Copic markers. So it took a long time to do because it was pretty big. And then I framed it and stuff like that. So I've done
All in Copic markers, 8x10?
yes.
Wow. You must like your
Yes.
brother.
I do. I've done it
That's
for a few people. I've done some hired people have hired me to like make images look like family members or whatever as birthday presents, or I've done that kind of stuff before.
that's sweet.
But mostly it revolves around Copic marker and coloring because that's
Because that's
me.
your jam.
It is.
That's a good thing.
Okay, so we got this cute little girl. She's gone fishing for the Thanksgiving dinner.
Nothing says Thanksgiving like trout. That's
I
should
have
be
never
your.
had that for Thanksgiving, but I thought it was funny. So as long as
I
it's a
love
good
it.
story, you're good.
That's right. That's right. I think I'm going to rewrite my I break for cake, but I am going to use that. But I keep getting red on everything, so I think I'm going to wait. But I think it'll
Oh
be okay.
no.
That one, I'll just put it slightly on here, so it's still removable because it looks pretty bare up here. I break for cake. Trout giving. Yes, Sylvia.
There you go.
What's the new holiday?
Trout giving.
Yuck. I'll pass. I think I was fasting
Yeah, me
that
too.
day.
Yeah. I mean, not that I'd want to go for trout dinner anywhere, but it's a funny story.
It
And we
is.
did
It's
get
good stuff.
cornucopia. We didn't get happy colors. So
Well, there you go.
we
And I
also
think
have some gold
these two cards.
paper, and a gold fishing rod, fishing pole.
You got it way covered.
I do.
Ooh,
Excuse me.
time. I believe I can do it. I believe. I believe.
Ooh, I think I swallowed wrong.
Oh no.
That's okay. I'll
Jackie
recover
Muller
quickly.
says that sounds a bit fishy to her.
A bit fishy. At least they can't smell on the video.
That's right. That's right.
It's better to think fishy than to smell the fishy smell
It,
when you go fishing.
it can get a little tiresome. Well, I think
All right.
you're just buzzing through this show. I hope you didn't lose sleep over this, because you're just doing great.
When I get on a roll, I'm on it. Okay,
Yep.
it's gonna work.
Oh, that's adorable.
I'm so excited. Okay, it's gonna work. Yay!
Brun, brun, brun. There we go.
You got a little car driving over there. I like it.
I do.
It's so cute.
Worked out. You gave me some good ideas.
See?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I gotta cut some more paper.
All right, I think I might put a little paper up here because that's pretty Yawnsville. Ought to be cornucopia. Maybe I can pick up some red right there from my who knows where it came from.
What is that pink thing you're rubbing across your paper?
I don't know what that red is, but
you showed it. It's the espresso.
You think? Oh, you think it was like? Oh, that. Got it.
Yeah, it's a stamp. It's the stamping tool, but I'm using it like a bone folder or pressing the image down on the paper to spread the glue so it doesn't get clumped up or whatever. So I'm just using it for lots of different stuff.
I like a tool that can be used for many things.
It's kind of like a multi-purpose tool, which is what I love. So handy. Super handy.
Ooh, Superfly.
Oh, this gold look is good. I'm reversing my colors this time.
How's that? Oh, I see.
You know what the worst thing I do when I craft is?
Grit your teeth.
I forget to hold this thing, and so my line gets crooked.
Oh.
I forget, you're supposed to hold the plate so your paper doesn't move around, and I move my paper all the time.
Well,
frustrating.
I've been known to even take that little thing off of the small one, and then this thing, and then wonder why it's crooked. It's like, what the hell? Yeah, did it to yourself, sister.
Oh, I love your colors on your card. It's
They're very cornucopia-ish.
I think I want to put this.
That looks better. Down she goes. Boop. Boop she goes.
Okay.
I think she's kind of cute, how she's standing there with her baked cake.
Oh, look, that's so good. This is the part I'm trying to figure out is how to make mine stand up.
Stopper?
My stopper. Yes, that's what I'm working on right now.
Well, mine's not very fancy.
Is my little stopper.
Mine's
but I think
not
I
very
want
fancy. It's just a bunch of paper all folded together. So don't look too closely. Oh, and she's standing in front. Got a little dimension there. Used
very nice
pen for my I break for cake. Who said that? Who was that suggestion? I'll find out tomorrow, but I'll give you a shout out if I knew. You could probably put some kind of, if you had a little piece of fish, you could rub it a little bit on your card.
I have gone fishing that I was going to put on there to pop it up, but I don't think that's big enough.
But you could make it smell-o-vision.
I don't want to smell it.
A little bit of tuna juice. I I opened up a can of tuna and it squirted all over me one time, and I smelled like tuna all day long.
I like tuna fish though. It's yummy.
It's a good
But
thing.
I don't want to smell like it.
But your card, if you want to make somebody really appreciate and have all the senses,
Yeah.
could make it stink up a little bit. Oh, the brake. Oh, could be your brake lights. Oh, yeah. Maybe I could put a little brake light right there. There, that's a. I'll have to draw my brake light. Add it.
Right, for sure.
That's a good
That's
idea,
super cute.
Agnes.
Jamie said, ew, she doesn't like tuna.
Oh, she does? Oh, dear.
No, when we're traveling and I ordered tuna sandwich, she's like, gross.
Well, it's not for everybody. That's okay.
It's not. But it works for me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this has to stand up really well. I mean, this has to be popped up really well or it's not going to stand up.
Is it heavy?
I'm trying to make sure it's going to work. Ooh, I bet it's going to. Yay! I think it's going to work.
I think so too. How long has it been since you did an easel card?
I would say 6 or 7 years, probably.
Really? That's a long time.
Yeah, it's been a really long time. This is trying to pick my brain for the Stampin' Up technique I learned. I think I did it in Stampin' Up class one time.
We do forget, don't we?
Yeah.
Make the windows a little shiny too.
But I think it's gonna work.
I remember when I first saw my first easel and I thought, that is so hard. That's so tricky. And then I found out how it was. And I was like, oh, that's so easy. What the heck?
Yeah, I think the tricky part is remembering to fold the card like this before you put the front cover on it.
Yeah. It sure wouldn't work otherwise.
Right. That's the tricky part.
Might give her a little bit of a backbone. She seems to want to slouch. We have to have good posture, especially if we're from the 50s.
Right?
Decorum, decorum, decorum. At all cost. And I do have one more question for you, as I looks like you're wrapping up.
Awesome. I'm ready.
Do you know what our last question always is?
No.
It is our thoughtful question of the day.
From
our rock star, Grandma Gay.
From our rock star, yes. I remember.
Yeah. Oh, wait, I have one more too. Before that, before we go to the rock star one, Gwen Simmons asks, how did you and Jamie become partners? That's a great question. I made sure I didn't want to forget that one too. So I almost did.
That's a funny story, actually.
Oh, cool.
So, okay, so one day I was watching Facebook Live and Jamie was on. Never met her, didn't know who she was, nothing. And I was watching her color. I think it was an Annie Rodriguez image, and it was gorgeous. And I've always colored things that didn't have like a real eye. I would just put a little dot in it, like, oh, there's their eyes. And she was coloring it up so amazingly that I was trying to follow it, but I just couldn't replicate it for a different color. Like I could do it the way that she was teaching it because she's a great teacher. But she did like hazel eyes and I wanted blue eyes and I couldn't figure out what colors to use to make it look that good. So I sent I contacted her on Messenger. Didn't know her, and I said, hey, I was watching your live today and I love the way you did the eyes. Can you teach me how to do that? And she said, yeah, I'm making dinner. I'll call you when I'm done. And I said, okay. And she did, and we talked for hours. And then after that, we talked a few more times. And then one day she said, hey, they're having a scrapbook, expo up here. Yeah. And she goes, in Idaho, would you come and go? And I was like, yeah. And she goes, for real? And I said, yeah. She goes, you'd fly here and go with me? And I said, yep. Aww. And so her husband was like, do you know her? And my husband was like, you're really going to fly out there and stay with someone you don't even know? And I was like, yep, I am. And so I did. And then we made it an annual thing. And then it just became more. And then she opened the business and I helped her do all the, design team stuff and everything. And I did some artwork for her. And then when I retired from my real job, then she said, hey, would you want to partner up with me? And I said, absolutely. Wow. And then there you go. Now we have Sweet Sentiment with me included.
That's a wonderful story.
Yeah, it's awesome. It worked out really well.
So you were friends first, and it just played into a partnership. That's cool.
Our little Facebook friends.
Yes. Facebook friends are real friends.
Sometimes you never know how you're going to meet the best person. So,
right.
I had no idea when I contacted her and said, "Hey, would you teach me how to do this?" That she was gonna be my best friend, my bestie.
I think that's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
You got to be careful though with those those online friendships. We want to make sure you say that. Because some of those little stinkers are no good, especially the ones that have like names that are _174.
Yes.
Bradley Max at _174.
Well, her husband is a detective, so I'm pretty sure we were both safe,
Yeah.
Because, he could have checked me out already and made sure I was like, probably. I would have expected that. And it was like we had been friends forever once we got together. It was super fun.
Yeah.
So this is a brushed gold right here. It's a ladybug. Brushed gold ladybug.
Perfect. Fancy.
They're not taller than my little stopper there, so I think it's going to work.
Maybe I would add this little suitcase.
Awesome.
Maybe I could put that over that red is what I'm thinking of. That errant red.
You can always make it into something else.
Yep.
The good thing about paper.
It is a good thing, isn't it?
It is.
What would we have done if we lived back when you just had to do cave paintings? And yeah.
I would have had a lot of paintings on the wall.
Right. We would have been a mess.
Yeah.
That covers up that little red. Cover. That's and right, Amanda. Is the opportunity to embellish.
Yep.
Oh, Jamie says you haven't killed him yet, and I
stay there all the time.
Yeah.
And I'm always there. Look at that! It worked.
There we go. Looking mighty fine. So Grandma Gay would like to know from you, ma'am. And it sounds like you've had this experience before. You are sitting in an airport waiting for departure. What are you doing to keep your hands busy?
So I usually take some Copic markers with me everywhere I go.
Mm-hmm.
So I will be coloring. I have colored in airports before. If I can't bring my Copics with me that particular time, then I'll have my iPad and I'm drawing
Mm-hmm.
in the airport. I like to kill time while I'm in the airport. And believe me, we spend a lot of time in the airport.
Do you?
Yes. A lot of time.
We
try to
have
get
to be
straight
there so
flight.
early.
Yeah, we try to get straight flights, but sometimes it just doesn't work out that way.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we wish for it, but
Wishing ain't making, ain't doing.
it is not.
That is a classic Sweet Sentiment card. I would know that card anywhere as
Yep.
one of your guys's. Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah. And it's almost done.
That's nice.
I just got to
Well,
make the fish gold again.
If you are coming in late, this is Craft Roulette, and we are making a card using 4 parameters. We have to make some sort of easel card. Cornucopia for a color palette rhymes with ache and gold. And my card is an straight up easel card, just like so. It has cornucopia colors: green, yellow, red, and black, and which is a neutral and gibbon. Rhymes with ache is my lady baked a cake. And it says, I break for cake, and I missed it again if somebody told me who had said that, and I'll read it tomorrow. And I included some gold on the sentiment. We have gold and yellow, and we also have the gold here. And I think, did I put some? Nope, didn't put any on the car. So that's my card for episode 157, and I'm good with it.
And I am ready as well.
So walk us through how you used your parameters, please.
Okay. So I did an easel card like this. So it'll stand up like this.
That's good.
I used my cornucopia colors. I used brown and green, and I have a little bit of purple on there. I'm team purple. I got some purple on there. Orange, and then rhymes with ache is my lake that she's fishing in. And gold, I have a gold accent around here. I have gold here, and their fishing pole is gold.
Yep.
And there we go.
Bravo. Bravo. Young lady, you rocked it. That's adorable.
You like it?
Yeah. I do. I like it very much. And I like that you already have your accents. I will add a few accents tonight or tomorrow before I call it good, but I like that you got it all together. I don't think that card needs one more thing.
I'd love to embellish, so I do that pretty quick.
Well, good for you. That is, you can relax now for a few minutes. We're going to tell everybody else how they get to play and a few other things. And while we do that, if you could flip your camera, that would be super great. And you can just relax. We'll be right back with you in a few minutes.
Okay.
Congratulations. You're going to want to play this game. This is a great set of parameters. You'll have fun with it. Please make a card with an easel card, cornucopia colors, rhymes with ache. I can't wait to see what you come up with. And use gold somehow or other. You have until Sunday night at midnight to submit it on craftroulette.live. There's a submission form. People I've seen already sending them in. Well done. And then if you are a patron, you have till Thursday night at midnight to send yours in. Next week we will have them on the slideshow before the show. Monday morning at midnight the gallery goes live, so you can go check it out. And Tuesday night we will be celebrating some of those cards on In Review. We just have lots of fun here with all this stuff. We have some wonderful people coming up. We have Therese Crowlward from Australia. Then we're going to go up to Canada to visit with Ardith Percy Robb. I think she's been on a lot, and I like that. Justine Hovey in Germany, we get to visit after that. Back up to Canada for Mari Clark, and then I think Kentucky for Brandy Mahan. So join us each and every week. Like I said, Friday evening, about 6:10 for the slideshow, 6:30 Central Daylight Time for the show. It's fun. If you are new here, let us meet you. We'd love to know who you are. Also, go to our Facebook group. It's a private group. It's just called Craft Roulette Show, and answer the questions and you'll be automatically shared or approved. Also on that, Jamie, you sent in a whole bunch of new people, so thank you so much. I sometimes miss referred by so-and-so, and I just delete them, and I feel bad, but I noticed that you were sending lots of people over, so that's really cool. I hope you all play, because we had a great guest tonight, didn't we, guys? Okay, so we do want to thank our patrons. Like I said, the only way we get any kind of funds is through our patrons and our merchandise, so we really appreciate all of those people on there. It is so much fun to meet you on calls. It's one of my favorite times of the month. Club Fun, I get to spend three calls with every month, and now the fun supporters get an extra monthly call in there too with the Club Fun. So Club Fun gets 4 calls a month. And then our fun friends are all going to be joining us. I hope a whole bunch of you will be joining us on the 8th for an all patron call. This month, I am going to be remaking some of my Craft Roulette disasters. I'm calling them card crimes because they're bad. They're just really bad. You can see why I didn't like my cards. See if I can do them better. There's no promise. It's giveaway time. That means we're going to be giving away some prizes to people that sent in cards last week. If you did send in a card, one of those 250 cards or close, right around there, your name should be on there, and we're going to give you some stuff, some swag right now, I tell you. Mr. Producer, we're going to give away a handmade card with an itty bitty gift, our original giveaway. Let's do it. I got my new super glue guys on today. They're coming back. They're making a bigger presence on our website. They're really fun. They're so cute. I love them. This goes anywhere in the world. Anywhere in the world. Oh, birthday Bob Sadler of all people. That's fun. Please, there's a form on craftroulette.live. It says claim prize. Do send that in with your address so I can find it. It sure helps me after all this is done. Don't do it right now. The goodie bag is not going to go international because of customs, and it just gets ridiculous. But we send out some pretty darn good goodie bags. I saw somebody got one today. Penny L. I do not know you, Penny L. So as soon as we have all this rigmarole done, get that claim prize form filled out, and I will get that taken care of for you. If you are international, tell me that too, and we'll send you a handmade card with a nitty-bitty gift. Those are fun too, though. For our Karen Burniston $25 gift certificate, Sue M., she's not going to want anything. She doesn't like stuff. Sue's going to... I can hear her dancing right now. Yes, I can. She's hooping. She's hollering. She's excited. She likes dice, too. Congratulations, Miss Sue. For our not too shabby $25 gift certificate, who's going to get it? Oh, Jay Thomas, he loves stuff. He's always doing some kind of unboxing or something on his YouTube channel. So congratulations, Jay. That's cool. And for our Sweet Sentiment $25 gift certificate, who is going to be the lucky person? Lovely Marie Bland. Just make sure you guys all let me know that you want your gifts, and do that by Sunday at midnight using the claim prize form, or Thursday at midnight if you are a patron. if you know any of those people, let them know that they won so that they can make sure that they do that claim prize thing and we can get them connected with the right people for their prizes. I love that part. Isn't that fun? It's pretty cool. Make sure you use the same email also that you use to send in your card, because there is we won't send it to you if you don't, because it's programmed such. Yep. All right. Are you ready, Sandy? She's ready to come back and say good night. Look at that fancy chair you sit in. It's got purple too.
It does. My husband got it for me for Christmas.
That's pretty sweet. That's pretty sweet. Well, do you feel good? Do you feel good about your card? And you were a great chit chatter.
I do. It was great. It was so much fun. I really enjoyed it.
Yay.
It was awesome. I loved it.
Wonderful. Well, I know that you did have a little bit of, you were excited about it, but you were a little nervous coming in. So I'm glad that
I was.
You ponied up and you did the deal, you know? Anybody that wears purple hair, I know that they can do this.
Yeah.
Do you have anything coming up that you want to tell us about? I know you said you have releases on the third week,
yes,
Saturday?
the third Saturday of every month. We release a new, we do a new release. We usually have stamps and stencils and dies to match. And then I actually wrote down everything I wanted to say. We have a retreat coming up in April.
Okay.
I believe it's the 14th, 15th, 16th of April in Idaho. So we have that. We still have a couple of spaces available. And then there was one more thing, but I don't remember what it is.
I couldn't tell.
I wrote it down and then I cleaned my craft room, and who knows where it went, you know, because that happens.
Probably went with the ice cream monsters. You know, you can tell us over in the Facebook group if you remember.
I can.
That'd be good. That'd be great.
That way people love to have people join us.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what it was. We do ATC swaps and color deck swaps, which are just like memory decks cards in our group. So if anybody wants to come join in, Jay Thomas just joined us this month for the ATC swaps. So
fun. Those are fun.
More fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like the little ATCs. Did you do pocket letters in your day? With it, they're like the baseball size card page protectors. They're 3 and
yes,
then you put the ATC in some Happy Mail and different things, and it folds up and goes into a business size envelope.
Yes, so that we do that actually. We don't require it, but a lot of people send them because they come to me and you send 9 and I divvy them out and send them back out. And so you get 9 back. And so some people send them in that sheet protector. Theirs, I take them out, put 9 new ones in, and then ship them back to them. So yeah, I just hadn't heard it called that before.
Yep, pocket letters is what I always called them. But anyway, well, I think you deserve a kiss on the brain.
Oh, yes.
I think I do too. I think we all do. Chatterbox, get after it. Get those brains kissed. We need a good kiss tonight so that you will be all inspired to send in your card this week. I hope everybody does, because these are great parameters. They aren't hard, are they?
No, they weren't. They weren't.
I think they were fun. I think the wheel did a good job, and I break for cake.
The wheel was nice to me, and I almost did an image with cake, but I went for the lake.
I liked what you chose. I thought you did a great job. So thank you for being a spin sponsor this month. Thank you for being here and being a lovely, gracious guest. And y'all stay safe. Watch out. Keep an eye on that weather. Oh my gosh. I got to go watch Ryan Hall, y'all, and see what's going on with the weather. If you don't follow Ryan Hall, y'all, in the United States, you're missing out on some good weather stuff. If you like weather, go sign up.
I'm going to check
on
it
YouTube.
out.
Ryan Hall, y'all. He's good.
I'm going to check it out.
Do it. Night, everybody. Thank you, Mr. Producer. Thank you, Sandy and Sweet Sentiments. Take care. Love y'all. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.